Beautiful. All right, guys. I just did another video that we had a lot of noise in the background. So we now that we have that out of the way, um, we can redo this, I guess. This video, I guess, is not going to be quite as long. Anyway, we want to get started with a company that I enjoy. It's called Lend. It's a Bitcoin backed loan. You can borrow against your Bitcoin without having to pay the tax, because you're just using it as collateral. And they're giving you that. Sorry, guys. There's got a message in there. So that's something that want to have us with just ease to go over our stuff. Just go out, guys. Grab yourself a glass. This is the evening here where I am, and likely where you guys are too. If you're watching this, then if it's in the morning you're watching this video, grab yourself a coffee. If you're in the evening, grab yourself a glass of wine or a pop or beer, and just sit back and relax. I want to pretend like we're all in, which I try to portray in this with True Market Finance. I try to just make it as if we're all sitting in the same room on a couch and going over stocks and Bitcoin and create an atmosphere where we can learn from each other. And I can show you some stuff that I've come across and want to point out, and so that makes our lives all beautiful. So Bitcoin backed loan, I like because I can borrow against my Bitcoin. You have to keep a 50% loan ratio. So if you're borrowing you can't go any lower than 500. So if you're borrowing $500, so then you can you're going to need to put in $1,000 in collateral to get them to send you into your bank account within like 24 hours. I've had it on the same day before too. And then as Bitcoin goes up, pays for your loan. I think it's the most beautiful thing on the face of the planet. It really helps me out. They also, in the States, you can get the B2X loan, which is, if you've seen the market go up, you can, it does everything when it's here. You could do a loan, borrow $500 when they put $500 in your account. Then you buy another $500 worth of Bitcoin and put it in, and then or in your wallet or wherever, and you can double leverage that price movement as the stock goes up, or as Bitcoin goes up, which is a great thing. We used to have a Canada and US. I'm in Canada. They don't allow that anymore. So what you have to do is with the loan, where B2X, if you take a $500 B2X loan, they'll automatically add that into just automatically the other $500 because they know you're going to do that anyway. So they're just trying to help you out. Works really freaking great. And then you can pay it back anytime if you want to do that, or make small payments into it. It's just great. I can't say enough about it. I love it in a lot of ways. So check it out, guys. It's in Canada and US. US has a lot more advantages. I think it's in Canadian. We don't have a savings account anymore or anything, so you got to put your collateral into a wallet address that they give you and things like that. So it's a little bit different than it used to be. You can just put it into your savings account in Lend, and then just use it from there, move it into your loan or whatever. But Yeah, well, Canada can't. We can't do that because the government's done some stupid. U.S. you can still do that. Um, but anyway, that's something to look at, guys. Uh, and I wanted to kind of go over that because Bitcoin is a beautiful thing in my world. Today's topic I want to talk to you guys all about is about royalties. This is something Warren Buffett does a lot. Is buys royalties. And what a royalty is, like the Permian Basin one here, is a company that goes out and buys the land and creates a royalty. So when you have someone like ExxonMobil or Chevron or any of the other companies that all of a sudden come into the Permian Basin and they want to drill oil, they have to pay a lease to the Permian Basin Royalty Company to drill on that land. They have to buy a lease for them. So it's kind of like the old days in the gold rush. You don't want to, dig for gold. You want to own the picks and shovels and, and things like that. So, or the guys that they need to go out there and kill themselves and you can just, collect it. So, what ExxonMobil, they'll pay a lease off these guys, and then they got to go out, hire the men for millions of dollars, get their big oil rigging units in there, which is worth millions of dollars, and put up all this excess cost where the royalty company just takes the royalty from it. Just pay me the lease and I'm good to go. So I'd like to see myself. I do, and I mean that's why I'm pointing out to you guys too. Especially when we get into the next president, who's going to be more energy efficient. Plus, he's got a reserve. The reserve is so low; it's in dangerous levels that he's got to start, adding back into that. So, with that, he's going to have to start putting something in there. So the next president's going to open up all these leases and stuff like that, and be more energy friendly, and that's where I really believe this is going to go. So that's why I've been adding a little bit in here in my portfolio and diversifying in a bunch of these royalty companies, like the Permian Basin, which has got a lot of oil that hasn't even been tapped yet. Another one is Energy Transfers, which owns all the is the pipelines. So it's a royalty in the pipelines that runs throughout the U.S. Texas Land is another really good one. I could have bought this like $500 one time. It's so frustrating when it's so high right now. Doing a little pullback here, so then we'll wait for it to stop out, which it looks like it's doing, and then I'll start buying into those ones too. Another one down here is going to be this is your gold. You buy the gold, which is waiting for it to bottom out, which it looks like it's doing. So, I could start feeding into here a little bit and wait. So, here's $2 and it was up at 5. And then if you go back out here, you get a dividend every 3 months and you're making it there. Permian Basin, I like the best because you get a dividend every single month, not 3 months, once a year, every single month you get a dividend on that. So, it's quite a beautiful thing, and that's why Warren Buffett, goes into these guys because it's such a beautiful thing, in so many ways. Another company I looked at the other day, these guys here at Blackstone, their stock looks good, but I don't like the company, so I might put a little position in here if I end up going into it because I really don't like these guys at all. My own personal opinion, I think they're crooked as hell, but hey, that's life. I mean, if I can make a few bucks off it, then I guess it's, I just don't want to give them much because I don't care for them. Viper is a huge company. I was looking into these guys, and they are a really, really big company. Again, they're like these, so they make like crap loads of money on this stuff. So when you are out there and you're diversifying your account, make sure you got some of these guys in here, guys. And it'll help along with your portfolio. As a lot of times, guys, I go into I always miss this up. If I can find the sorry, I got too much crap in here going on. So then when I go investing.com, I have my own watch list of indexes. We go over this a lot with you guys. And then I'll hit technical, and I have it set up for hourly, 5-hour, daily, weekly, monthly. So then I can go in here to home construction, which has got strong buy along the whole thing. Then you just go into, which I have in TradingView, home construction. I've done all these guys. Put all of the companies in here and just go down the list, and start looking for the best stock along the way. And start diversifying, especially nowadays when we can buy, stock, not per stock, you can buy it per dollar now, which is really nice. If you have a small account, you can go, hey, I want to put $100 into this stock and $100 into this stock and $100 in this stock, and you can just kind of slowly build a portfolio of really good diversified stocks, because you're coming in here and finding all the time strong buy, strong buy, strong buy, strong buy, out there, home builders, gold miners, technology, and then you go in and look for the stocks. So you're basing your portfolio off a lot of strong stocks. And then as these move in and out, then you're just buying in. And if you eventually get into the same stock that looks good again, well, you just buy more shares in that specific company again. And just keep adding in and just keep diversifying over the years. Again, I have brought up a lot of times, go into Amazon, pick up the book, The Wealthy Barber. It is a awesome book. It just shows you the power of diversification, and the power of compounding interest and compounding those dividends. It compiles itself on nothing and just keep building all by itself. So pick up the book. Here's a guy that is just a barber and they're worth millions because you just let things diversify, then just grow. You're always going to get these pullbacks here and there and everywhere all along. So you don't worry about them so much. Just make sure your 50-day moving average, which is this yellow line, is above the 200-day moving average. When you're buying, if it's below, then you want to be looking at spots to short the stock. If you're above, then you want to look for opportunities to buy that stock. You don't want to be buying when this is below. You can, it's a lot more riskier, but and I don't advise it, so I wouldn't do that. So we've gone over that. We've gone over Bitcoin. Keep feeding Bitcoin, keep finding the strong stocks by the way it is. Pay off your credit cards if you got them. Get rid of all your debt. Once you have car payments gone, even downgrade if you got it, guys. Get rid of stuff so you can get rid of those credit cards, and then start working on getting rid of your mortgage. I'm here for you. I will cheer you on to the cows come home, because I think it is the most beautiful thing. If you are debt free, you start working on making sure you have a mortgage only about a quarter of your pay, your monthly paycheck. And if you are married or whatever, then the two of you, make sure you're not going over that, so that you're not stressing yourself too much. And then just once you have everything paid off, then you can just pour everything, good chunk of stuff into your markets, or go and buy more real estate and diversify there. Or you get if you're up in the retirement age and you just retire, or if you just he's saving to, take a few months off or something for a long vacation, or if you lose your job and you're trying to find something else, you always have that, the cushion of the, your savings right there for you. And just let it grow. Like you can grow like $100 in just compounding itself can grow into like forever. A lot of people say if I won the lottery and I had $1 million, I would have to keep working and everything else. I could live on $1 million easily. I don't need a whole lot. You take, and once your house is paid off, as long as you're going crazy, your house is paid off, your car, your car is paid off, your credit card's paid off. You have then no expenses except for utilities and light dinner, like food and things like that. They just compounds itself from there. The interest, once you invested into the markets and in real estate and things like that. So you just let it work for you and compound, and you literally can just live off the interest. Which is what I started this group for, so that we can get to that mentality, and then we can cheer everybody on. They can cheer each other on, right on, and send me, emails with guys or messages of, got out of debt, I paid off my mortgage and stuff, because man, I would love to hear that, and that you got there, and now we're working on, doing this and getting rid of that next. And you had student loans, and I got rid of all them, and we just cheer each other on. And again, it's like we're all in the same room together and going, hey, I did this, and we can all be there for each other and cheer each other on, and so on and so forth. It's just fun. It's a lot of fun, and we'll get a lot of satisfaction out of it. And then when we're talking to other people, we go, hey, how did we get a debt? I got the True Market Finance, and all my friends there, and we get a debt together, and we're growing our accounts. So with that, guys, pay all that stuff off. Yeah, and you don't owe anybody. Like the Bible says, be the lender and not the borrower. That's if we are all lenders and not borrowers, the banks will go out of business, because they count on us. Especially credit card companies, they would just go bankrupt because nobody be borrowing from them. But they live on this greed of everyone, and not being financially responsible with their cash, because you use a word for it. And that's where I wanted to create this group, so that we can help each other be financially accountable. And if you fail on something in the stock, look at it. Try and figure out, okay, where did I go wrong on that? And I'll go over my charts with you guys and try to show you some of my things that I use to find a good stock. I'll a lot of my indicators or whatever. I don't use a whole lot of stuff. I really like the Fibonacci candlesticks. It just takes out all that noise. But then every once in a while, I'll go into a bar chart. Because here you can kind of get into a little bit, like when I'm trying to get into position, sometimes it can be a little better that way. But Fibonacci is beautiful for doing trend and everything. It just takes all that crappy noise out. Yeah, it's my thing. But anyway, guys, I will leave that with you guys today. I'm going to try to get in more things. So if you liked what I showed you today with the royalty companies, again, we'll go over more of those in the future. Make sure you guys are putting them in your portfolios. And from that, we can grow our accounts, grow our Bitcoin. Again, I like Bitcoin, guys, because no CEO, there's nobody in the government can come after and go, hey, I want to know that guy's friggin' stuff, because there is nobody. Every other company on these other coins have a CEO. They can come and shut them down at any second, at any time of the day. or subpoena them to give them your information or something, like, but Bitcoin can't do that because it doesn't exist. There's nobody there they can chase after and manipulate or anything else. So with that, guys, happy trading. Go on to True Market Finance in the YouTube channel and like us and share us and use subscribe if you want to, so that when the next video comes up, you automatically get a message. And if you're driving down the road, we're on most podcasts, specifically Spotify. We're on there. So then you can just download the as you drive along down the road, and we can all be together just doing that, and and share it with your friends at work. True Market Finance to them and your friends, and we'll grow together, and we'll get this little living room that we are living in a lot bigger, and we can all work together and cheer each other on and help each other. And if you've paid off mortgages and things like that, send them to me, guys. I want to hear about it. And like that YouTube channel, and show it to your friends, and like our Spotify, and we'll keep pounding out stuff and work together. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll talk to you again next time when we all get together on True Market Finance. Have a great night, guys. Bye.